and welcome back to another vlog. This time you just get voice over me while real me is setting up a course. So I thought that I would make a video out of this because I've been struggling for a long time to imagine how I set up a course in my 20x40 arena. I always see really beautiful ones in 20x60s and just can't get my head around imagining one in a smaller arena. So after doing a lot of reading on the internet, kind of putting a few things together and a few drawings, I came up with this course. Now you'll see I've got 2 poles out there. I've got 3 strides in between, so that is 12 of my paces, 3 strides. So 3 horse strides is 12 of my paces, so it's about 4 paces per horse stride. I've got a fence down here at the bottom, so that is opposite A. I'll show you the layout now. There's also a double. Now you'll see when I put this out I actually stride it wrong. I did 3 of my strides, so it makes quite a short double for Bellamy. It should have been 4 of my strides to be a proper double. I've also added in a skinny fence, so a skinny fence just near M. Now that was good because it meant I could angle it, and it also gave him something different to look at. Now a course was really important to me because I wanted to make sure that we could get our turns right, wanted to make sure we could practice nice square turns, not motorbiking, and put a sequence of fences together. The nice thing about this layout is there are a number of ways that you can jump it, which you'll see in the next couple of slides. And just like that, we're ready to go. So Bellamy had already done a little bit of a warm-up. He'd been for a very short hack, so he's fairly loose and limber. I thought he might be a bit spooky at these planks, but he wasn't really. He wanted to jump them. So what I'm going to just do to start him off is to actually take him around the whole school, walk him over all the poles. I'm actually going to put the fences that were up down, so I've left 2 cross poles up, and I'm going to put those down and make them poles so that we can actually just warm up over the poles in between the wings, make sure he's comfortable going in between the wings. You see he has a little bit of a look there at the skinny, and he's comfortable doing what I'm asking him to. So here I'm just introducing some different lines that we could do. Now I would only do this particular line from the skinny to one element of the double while they're poles. I mean, maybe if the skinny were a fence I would do it just that one as a fence. It's kind of 2.5-ish strides, so there's not really enough space if they were both fences. But yeah, just doing lots of changes of direction, making sure that he's seen everything and he feels comfortable here. So he's actually trotted over the poles really quite nicely at this point. He's not that great at trot poles, he tends to clatter them all. So you can see he gave that one a good knock. But yeah, and then just testing out the line from the 3-stride double to round to the fence at A and then back up through the double again. So at this point I'm fairly pleased with how it's feeling, fairly pleased with how he's feeling, so we can start kind of moving on and starting to think about canter. So I always start cantering in a light seat, partly to make sure that I have my weight in the right place. So you can see I start off a little bit low over his shoulders, so I put my weight back a bit and it's a little bit better here. Once we've warmed up in canter a little bit, I then start cantering over the poles, so exactly the same as I did in trot, but now he's a bit limber, I'm going to start cantering over the poles. Now with that 3-stride double, if I had a horse who were prone to running out, I wouldn't have done it like that. I would have come in and only done it towards the camera, but because Bellamy isn't prone to running out, I kind of went over that first pole and then I pulled him around that fence. I knew that he, you know, it wasn't going to risk us having a run out at this point. Onwards with our first course. Now these are around 75-ish, 80-ish centimetres. I stuck with one cross pole still in there, and did around an 8 or 9 fence course. You can probably tell by my body language that I was really pleased with this. So happy we made it work. The course rode really nicely. I was very pleased with how well I managed to ride the turns and how well he made them. And you know, just generally how well he jumped it. So I hope that this has been helpful. I hope this has given you some ideas for your 20x40 arena. Let me know in the comments if you've got any other ideas you maybe want us to try out, and let us know if you liked it. See you again soon. Bye.